My car is broke.
All right, so that's out of there.
Do not take it off. Rev it up to 2,500 RPMs and just hold it there. What's good? It's your boy G Kid back with another video. So the downpipe is on. However, my car is broke. I'm gonna show you what's broke on it. Let's go ahead and take a look. When I took the downpipe off and put the new one on, this little hose back here, you can see right there, it's got some goop on top of it. I had to plug this hole because there's a nipple that goes inside of this hose that goes into there. So that's my hose for my heater core supply line. I had to order a new one. This is why I tell you, if you are doing a downpipe install, it's easier to take off the intake, this pipe here, and your battery out, and reach the bolt all the way over for your downpipe over here. You can get the other three from down below. If the instructions tell you to take off a cover plate down in there, do not take it off. So much easier to take off the rest of this stuff and some extensions in order to get that out of there. So now I gotta fix this piece here because it broke as I was trying to reach down there for the cover plate. So I'm gonna move the car over. If you wanna see the downpipe install, you can press right up here in the corner and that should be the install for you. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull this cover off. I always like to pull this cover off whenever I'm doing work under the hood. Oh, I also recommend if you don't have one of these tools, this is really clutch when you're taking off these hose clamps. All right, so next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take off this mass airflow sensor, just pull up on it slightly, and then pull it out of there. Cool, I'm gonna set that off to the side. So now I'm gonna put my clamp pliers on there in order to get that off. So they just go on like this, and you squeeze this, and it's actually gonna lock like that. So that way, this is loosened up, and you can actually move things around. So I'm just gonna pop that off of there. Release this guy, move on to the other one, and get this piece off of here. Now that that's off, this piece here is held on with two pieces. Down here, there's a little nut, and you're gonna reach it from the back side over here. The bolt on the other side of that inlet pipe is a M8 triple square. I'm gonna make sure to have these links down in the description below, so that way you can buy the tools that you need in order to do this job as well. And then over here, you got some clamps that are holding on your inlet pipe down in there. My hose clamp pliers on there and get this piece off. So now this pipe is off. I left this over and I just sort of slid it to the side. Now we're gonna move in here. I'm gonna try to get this guy off of here now. So the nipple is actually broken off inside of here, so I'm gonna try to get that off. I'm gonna take my hose clamp, push that down further because I can feel the nipple in there, and then try to use the screw to pull it out. Let's see if that works. All right, guys, so I've took the hose clamp off of this piece. I'm gonna try to pull it out. That worked a lot easier than I thought it would. This is my new piece right here. So it actually replaces that piece. But what I'm going to do is actually just replace this front piece here. So what I'm gonna try to do is these have these quick connects. And when you pull this out, it allows you to pop it right off, but you don't have to pull it out to put the new one on. So what I'm gonna try to do here is actually pop this out while it's still in there and then pull it out of there. Let's give that a shot. That should be wedged enough. If you could see in there, you could see that the silver piece is actually out. So let's try to pull it out of there. All right, so that's out of there. So now that that's out of there, you can see my heater core right there on the other side. Now what I'm gonna do is take this clamp it down, and get this piece off of here. Let's give that a shot. So I'll clamp this down now. I'm gonna go in here, pop this piece off of here. I'm gonna replace it with this one. So now that I got this piece off of here, this is gonna go on there now. I'm actually gonna take this hose off too, so that way I just have the nipple and I just gotta put that hose onto this nipple. All right, so now that I got this all loosened up, this clamp is ready to go. I'm gonna slide this into here. Boom, new piece is on. Straighten it up just a bit. I'm gonna release that clamp. Nice and good and secure. I'm gonna check what I just did. All right, now since this is a quick connect, This is gonna go down in here and it's gonna push in. There we go. And now it should just push in just like that and it snapped in for me. Nice and secure. And then I'm gonna take this hose and this is gonna go back onto there. Slide this back onto here, like so. And the new hose is on there. I always like to give it a little quick pull test. Make sure it's not coming out. And then what you're gonna do after that, you're gonna put your inlet pipe on and the rest of your intake, and then you're all set. Hope you learned something today. If you did learn something, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below. We can't wait to see you in the next video. It's another episode of Live Fast. Signing out. Peace. So now I'm just gonna top off the coolant just in case I lost any. Now that that's topped off, what I'm gonna do is actually step inside the vehicle, start it up, let it warm up, and make sure I don't have any leaks from this pipe that I just put on. Then I'm also gonna make sure I take this, put it all the way towards the heat, turn that all the way up, face it up top. Now, if you can see in there, that actually dropped a bit. Step back. Now, if you can see in there, that actually dropped a bit. I'm gonna add a bit more to it. Now, what some might ask is, why did I leave that cap open, put fluid in there, turn the heat on full blast and everything? The reason I did that is, let me step away from the car a bit. The reason I did that is actually to let the system come up to operating temperature and to start to bleed out any air that might be in that system. So when this starts to go down, that means that there's air bubbling out of the top of this that I need to make sure that I put more fluid back in there because that air is no longer in our system. Rev it up to 2,500 RPMs and just hold it there for a little while. This is gonna make sure that any air that is left in the system will actually get drained out. And then you're only left with coolant inside of your coolant system.